Hi Friendos! Who am I kidding? You guys know that I can't do an intro without throwing up some peace signs. Boom, boom, boom! So hello Friendos and welcome back to my channel. If it's your first time here, hello, my name is Laurel. As you can probably already tell, I'm a little weird. I'm not a professional makeup artist. I'm just a weirdo that likes to collect and experiment with really nice makeup. In this particular video, it's just going to be a chatty one. I'm going to talk to you guys about brands and products that I am most excited for coming up in 2022. We always have a fun time here no matter what we talk about, but it's usually makeup related. If that sounds like your vibe, then I invite you to subscribe and join us Friendos. I'm not going to babble too much. We're just going to play my intro and then get started. So Friendos, the first brand that I am super excited for to try out in 2022 is Adept Cosmetics. I have tried absolutely nothing from the brand, but I've been seeing them on social media for a while. They're a small indie brand out of Colorado. They have that cool Plain Jane palette. That's the name of the palette. I'm not calling it Plain Jane because it's anything but, if you check it out. But yeah, they have that cool palette and I've seen people do really stunning, stellar makeup looks with it here on YouTube. And I'm probably going to butcher the word, so I'm just not even going to say it. But the name of one of their palettes, it starts with an A. Hopefully my sister can put that up on the screen for you guys so you can see what I'm talking about. I thought that I ordered this. I really thought that I did. In my defense, it launched on the day I went to Florida and I was trying to purchase it before going on a plane. And I thought that I purchased it. I feel like I keyed in my information and everything, but I never got a confirmation email and I didn't get a charge on my card. So clearly I did something wrong. I got so excited about Florida that I forgot all about it and then I never got it. So hopefully I can try out that particular palette. That's the one that has called to me the most. I plan to do that before my birthday. That might be my birthday gift to myself. Next up is a French brand that I saw on Trend Mood, and when I went to do some research on it, it was practically impossible to find a review in English. And then this is the Otrera Beauty. So I believe last year they launched a really cool triangular looking palette. I really like the aesthetic of it, but I was a little iffy on buying it because I hadn't started my channel yet or anything. I wasn't even sure it was going to happen. Otherwise, I would have purchased it. Now the line has expanded. They have lip products now. They have an eye primer. I've got to try out this brand. It looks super cool. Gonna get to it at some point in 2022. The next brand that I am super enthusiastic to try out more from is VDL. So VDL stands for Vivid Dreams Come to Life. Kind of random. It is a Korean brand, so there might be something lost there in translation. Nonetheless, I tried 2 of their primers and I've really loved their primers. You guys have heard me talk about the Luma Layer primer on my channel before. Gives your face that nice glow underneath your makeup. Super pretty. And I'm all out of their Velvet Blur primer, but that one is a nice one too. It's like a beautiful eggshell looking veil on your face. That sounded really weird. It's very smoothing and it truly does live up to its name. It is a velvet blur. So they have another product that I've never gotten to try and it is their Perfect Lasting Foundation. I believe it was Taylor Wynn that I heard talk about this foundation a while back. She really liked it and I want to try it out for myself. That particular product is on my list. And then also I want to branch out because they don't have that many of their products on Ulta, so I'm going to look elsewhere to see if I could get something else from the brand for us to try out together. So excited for that. Next, we have Kiko Milano. They are an Italian drugstore brand. Love their blushes. I love their bronzers, but beyond that, I really haven't tried that much out from the brand. I did try out one eyeshadow palette and I hated it. I'll never try their eyeshadows again. But the rest of their face products that I've tried, they have been primo. So we all have to try them out together this year. I did see on Trend Mood just a day ago that they are putting out new products. Really want us to try some of those. We'll see if they're available in the US, Probably going to have to buy them from somewhere else besides Ulta. Ulta typically carries only a few of their products at a time and they sell out very quickly. So I need to get out of the habit of just depending on Sephora and Ulta for everything. And I need to go to the actual website for Kiko Milano and some of these other brands to see what all there is available. The next brand on my list is MAC. So I mentioned in an earlier video last year that I hadn't really ever tried out that much from the brand. Matter of fact, I don't remember trying out anything else from the brand. I've never purchased anything other than the Powder Kiss liquid lipstick from the brand that I can recall. But I love those and they need more light shade. Like most of the shades are medium to dark. I want more nudes. I really like my nudes. I want more nudes. MAC, send me nudes. Also, I feel like MAC has a really cool aesthetic a lot of the time. Like their products actually speak to me, but then I'll go and I'll watch a review and most of the time the things that I'm the most curious about, people say are not that great. But I need to bite the bullet and try some of these things for myself just so I can see. Maybe I can finally put my itch to rest if I will give it a shot. Or maybe I'll find things that I really enjoy despite what other people think. Or maybe just this will be the year for MAC and everything that they come out with will be good and will be praised by the world. Wouldn't that be nice? All right, I feel like I kind of prattled for a little bit too long there. Let's move on. Makeup by Mario. Now I have to tell you, this was one of the brands that wowed me the most in 2021. I hate that I waited so long to try them out. I love Mario's aesthetic. It's just so pretty. I love the white matte look. I was so anxious to try out more from Makeup by Mario that I was going to fill up my cart with stuff from Sephora. But check it out, girls. Most of it is sold out. Like his blushes and his bronzing stick. The things that I was the most excited for, they're all gone. So I'm going to have to wait some time for them to come back into stock and then we'll have to try them out. And that brings us to Sydney Grace. So I have never, ever not enjoyed something that I got from Sydney Grace. However, a lot of their palettes don't really appeal to me. Like, not throwing any shade, but the palettes that were launched by Temptalia in conjunction with Sydney Grace don't really understand the color stories. It's thrown me off a little bit and I can't really get behind it. Also, the Enduring Love, I'm sure the quality is great, but that is one boring color story. Like, it is not my journey. They also launch a lot of single shadows. I don't really care for single shadows. I like it when I have a palette that is curated, that I feel like there's been a lot of thought put into, and I get to work within the boundaries of a certain color story. That's what I personally prefer. I know a lot of people like singles, but it's not for me, I don't think. I've never liked singles. So I would really like to see them come out with more palettes. Maybe they should hook up with another YouTuber because the one that they did with Mel Thompson, I feel like was their absolute best. So I would like to see maybe, I don't know, Morgan Turner. You guys think of who you would want to see do a collaboration with Sydney Grace. There's plenty of people I would like to see it, but like the first name that comes to mind for me is Morgan Turner. I think her palette would be really cool. And now on our list of brands, we have Merit. They were so sweet to send me out that nice PR in late 2021. I greatly appreciated it. I enjoyed their lip oils so much that I ordered a couple more with my own money, and they should be here soon. I can't wait to show those to you. Other than that though, there's not that much up on their site right now that appeals to me that I haven't already tried. So I'm really hoping that they come out with some more brushes. You guys know I really like that brush. It's so soft. I love the shape of it. I'm not going to go too far in depth with it because I already have, but I would really like to see them launch more face brushes because I don't have enough. And I think the only other thing on their site right now that I haven't tried is their blush, and it's a balm. You guys know I'm not really crazy about balms, so I'm going to skip on that. Hopefully they will come through with some new products before the end of the year. Now, I can't wait to try some more from Rare Beauty. I can't believe that I'm saying this because just between us, I'm not really that into celebrity makeup brands. Like, I kind of hate that they're a thing for the most part, especially when the celebrity isn't known for their makeup. When you think of Selena Gomez, do you really think about makeup? I don't. But I've enjoyed every single thing that I've tried from the brand. I need to stop shiting all over the brand and just accept that I like it. It's so hard though. I really just want to give my money to people that I know are absolutely passionate about makeup and they're in the makeup every day and they feel like they can build a collection of products of things that are missing in the makeup world or make drastic improvements on the products that they use all the time that they know something about that product is lacking or they find some sort of innovation in the makeup world. Like, that's the kind of brands that I like to support the most and the people that I like to support the most, not normally celebrities, because most of the time they have a team that kind of just tells them, here's some SKUs of some things, you pick out what you like, they pick out what they like, and then they slap their name on it, and then that's that. They don't really have that much say-so in everything. Stop prattling, Laurel. Just stop. Regardless, I've really liked her blushes. I want to try out more from the brand. All right, we're moving on. So that brings me to YouTuber brands. So I can't wait to try out more from Jaclyn Cosmetics. We need more colors in the blush sticks. Those are fantastic, but there's only 4 shades right now. We need more. Also, am I the only one here? Would you guys really like to see Jaclyn come out with a palette that is her own formula, her own brand, and not just a collaboration with Morphe? I, for one, I'm ready for it. And it's not that her Morphe palettes aren't good. Like, they're good quality. They're not fantastic quality because it's still Morphe. And I do wonder if maybe she's under some sort of contract where she can't release a palette for a while. Only time will tell, but I'm crossing my fingers that we get a palette out of Miss Jaclyn this year. I feel like I'm about to stick my foot in my mouth. Like, I really do feel like I'm about to jump in some hot water here. Oh gosh, do I say it? Do I not? Okay. I'm just gonna say it. So I want to try out something from Lunar Beauty this year. That's not the big deal. I'll get to the big deal, or what I'm making into a big deal. I heard through the grapevine, and I don't know if this is true. Don't take me seriously. Just assume it's a big lie, okay? We're all going to assume this is a big lie. But I heard that Lunar Beauty is made at the same laboratory as Jeffree Star Cosmetics. And so the formulations are similar. That's what I heard. Don't know if it's true. So knowing that information and knowing that I really do like Jeffree Star Cosmetics palettes, I would really like to try something from Lunar Beauty. All right, here's where it starts to get juicy. And if you guys feel differently, it's totally fine. Really, I really value people who think for themselves, so don't let me influence you on this. I wanted to get the Medusa palette when I first saw it. I remember seeing it in stores. I don't remember if it was at Morphe or Sephora, but it was at one of the two. And I saw it in person. I'm like, that is so cool. And I didn't know who Manny is. I didn't know who any of these people were at the time. I don't think. But yeah, I go and I look at the palette and then I see it's called, I think, the Greek Goddess palette, but it's got a picture of Medusa on it. What? So I am not blaming Manny MUA for this. Matter of fact, I don't really feel like he would have much fault in this at all. Medusa is not a Greek goddess. She was basically a human priestess, I believe, that got cursed and became this monstrous being. Oh, it was just kind of cringe. If I was Manny, someone's head would roll. I do mean that figuratively, but someone would definitely lose their job if we got all the way through production and then just realized that our name makes no sense. Oh, it's just so cringy. So again, not blaming him, but I feel like whoever was in charge of the aesthetic and making the component, it was someone's definite job to make sure that that was perfect. and someone really dropped the ball there. So that was really the only palette that aesthetically I was initially drawn to that he's released so far that I'm aware of. And I feel like I keep missing his releases too, because I think he did put out a limited edition and I didn't realize it till too late. And what I mean by too late is a lot of things were getting launched at the same time. I have a certain budget that I'll spend on makeup every month, and I prioritized other things on top of that, so then it just kind of got lost in my mind. Oh God, I am really just taking way too long with all this stuff. So yeah, guys, please, have your own opinions. If that kind of thing doesn't bother you, like the aesthetic and the name just being off, if that doesn't bother you, then don't let what I say bother you, please. All right, next up, Laurel Los Angeles. Now, one of you told me that I have to get the Candy Skies palette, and I do intend to get it. I will get it at some point. I guarantee you, in 2022, it will make its way to my desk. And we shall try it together. Other than that, I never hear anyone talk about this brand. And that's not to say that it's not good, it's just no one's talking about it. I don't feel like anyone ever talks about Kiko Milano either, and I really like them. I'm somewhat concerned about the price because some of those prices look a little too good to be true, like quality-wise. But we'll test it out together at some point this year. We'll see how things go. You guys know me, I just can't put a lid on it, so we'll find out if it's good or bad. I'll let you know without holding back. And lastly, for YouTuber brands, Friendos, I believe Cosmetics is my final pick for 2022. This is Michelle Phan's brand. I'm gonna be honest, I've never watched any of her videos. Most of these people, I've only watched a couple of their videos. Except for Jaclyn. I've seen like at least 10 of Jaclyn's videos. Like, she's entertaining, man. But yeah, I've never watched any of her reviews, but I have heard people talk about her brand. And to be clear, that's really all I care about anyways, is just the products, not really the people involved. But I think out of all the YouTuber brands, that's the brand that I've heard the best reviews on. I was looking into the Allure Best of Beauty winners, and Cosmetics did make the list with their So Soft Multi-Face Play Bronze and Sculpt. It's a long name for a product, but it's essentially like a contour and a bronzer in one. I think we should try that out here. I think in 2021 the brand became more and more popular because that's really when I started hearing about it the most. And this is where I need to ask for sincere help. If you guys know of any other YouTuber brands that you would like to see me try out or that you think I need to know about, please let me know. Really, no one's off limits. I don't do that here. My channel is not a place for cancel culture. I don't get involved in people's personal lives. It's all about the products. So anything you want me to try, you just let me know. Oh yeah, I think this goes without saying. So you all know that my 4 staple brands, if I had to narrow it down to 4, the brands that I know the absolute best, it's got to be Jeffree Star Cosmetics, it's got to be Pat McGrath Labs, Natasha Denona, and 4th would probably be Hourglass. And then our runner-up to that would be Anastasia, Beverly Hills, and probably Huda Beauty. Like, I feel like I have a lot of knowledge on those brands. So, of course, I will be buying from them throughout the year. But I just wanted to put the spotlight on brands that I don't know as well as them and talk about how I'm excited for their products. But now that that's out of the way, let's prattle a little bit about predictions. So I'm really hoping that we see a yellow palette come out from Jeffree Star Cosmetics this year. Usually he releases one color-themed palette per year where it's sort of a monochromish-like moment. So I'm really hoping that we get a yellow one. I like yellow eyeshadow. From Huda Beauty, I'm really hoping that we see something that strays away from her usual pinky purple look. I'm hoping that we get some new colors out there that's not nude, not pink, like really just anything different that's not in the 9 pan. Also, in my wishes for upcoming brands, I hope we see improved quality with Pat McGrath Labs. If you guys are wondering why I didn't review her Christmas palette It's because I ordered one time from Sephora and then I ordered one time from Mcgrath Labs. Both came broken, so at that point, I kind of felt like I had missed my window of opportunity for reviewing the palette and actually getting views. It felt like it just wasn't meant to be, so I did not reorder it after those 2 attempts. So that's why. And then the Bridgerton thing that just came out, it didn't appeal to me. But I'm hoping that we'll see, again, better quality like we have in the past from her. I did think that her last real Mothership palette was really pretty, as in the Utopian Dream palette. Thought the color story was gorgeous. However, some of the shades in there, especially like the sparkly metallic ones, they needed that extra product that she launched with it. And to me, that's kind of disappointing. Did see an improvement in her mattes this year, so I did appreciate that. I don't know. Those palettes are $125. I think that they should be perfection, and that one wasn't perfection. So I'm hoping we get back to her usual perfection. Really, the same goes for Natasha. Her products this year were very hit or miss. She did redeem herself at the end of the year with that mini Bila, but I'm hoping that we'll see more predictability in her products in 2022. Then for Anastasia Beverly Hills, I would really like to see them come out with an eyeshadow palette like they used to. I want to see them release an exciting eyeshadow palette. The one that they released in the fall was honestly a boring color story. I still plan on picking it up eventually, but yeah, it's gonna have to go on sale for me to purchase it. Again, that color story was boring, but I have pretty much all of the other palettes, or I have a lot of the other palettes. I would also like to see them reintroduce either the Prism palette or the Subculture palette, like bring one back, because I love those. Like that would make me so happy, you guys have no idea. And then for Hourglass, I would like to see them release some eye products that actually are very good quality and aren't as ridiculously expensive as their eyeshadows are right now, because that is just stupid, honestly. Like there is no other word. It's just silly. Especially when those palettes look as plain as what they do. Like step it up if you're going to charge those type of prices. I also would like to see them launch just a bronzer and blush only palette. That would make my day. All right, friendos, I think that's all I have to say. That's all that's been bubbling around in my mind recently. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. I greatly appreciate it and it helps me to grow. Again, let me know what you are hoping for in 2022, what you want to see the brands bring to the table. I want to know the products you want to see, the brands you want to see, even things that you don't know very well, but things you're curious about. Please let me know. I always like hearing from you guys. You provide me with the best information and feedback, and I greatly appreciate you all. So that is it. I hope you will subscribe if you have not done so already, because if not, we'll both have to live in the sorrow of never knowing what could have been. Okay, guys, have a great day. Bye.